Path of Exile 2 point 2 is just around the corner here, set to begin the beginning of April, and there's definitely some changes I am looking forward to seeing, and there are definitely some changes I would like to see made. A couple things I'm definitely excited about. There's new classes, new weapons. With the new weapons, I'm curious how it's going to affect the loot pool as they add more. I guess it'll dilute it some, make some things rare. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see how that works. And then they're adding some new support and skill gems, which will be interesting and beneficial to quite a few classes, I'm hoping. Things I'd like to see changed. I absolutely hate applying Delirium to a map. It is a pain in the butt. You should just be able to left click on the Delirium and apply it to a map. I'm okay with having to bring up the menu. You can maybe you create a second menu for Delirium, or maybe you do the Delirium instilling specifically in the Delirium tab, like in Path of Exile 1. That way it's just, that way the left clicks is specifically for maps, and then the instilling takes place in the Delirium tab, or something along those lines. Right now it's such a pain in the butt to apply Delirium to maps, and should not be that complex. They need to add Orbs of Alteration to the game. Crafting is brutal without them. Just even to get it's hard enough to craft an item in general, but just to get the base. And once they add more weapons into the game, weapons of various types will become less common, and it'll be harder and harder, and you'll have to craft the ones you need more frequently. And Orbs of Alteration would just help alleviate the difficulty of that process. And it's not even going to make things excessively more common, it just makes it simpler to do. Rather than having to get hundreds and hundreds of bases to attempt this process, you just get a couple bases, then you can alteration. Scours could use to be added for the same regard. Just don't make them apply, just make them only apply to specifically crafting. The tower upgrade they have planned looks good. I find that more useful right now. Towers, you just kind of throw a map into and get through as fast as possible. You can maybe get some lucky loot out of them, but they aren't really overly useful beyond applying the tablets. That being said, I don't think that's enough to completely fix the endgame. Granted, this is still an open beta, so I'm not too worried about that right now. Curious what to see their longer term plans are as they continue to test the system and enhance it. Ritual and Expedition both need buffed. They both feel like crap. That's my opinion from my experience. I don't run either of them. I feel they're both, I don't know. I feel they're both kind of boring, and the loot is not consistent, and it doesn't feel overly valuable. Occasionally get a couple good things out of Ritual, but it's so random. The RNG feels heavier than it did in Path of Exile 1 even, and they had ways to refresh it that was not tablet based. I'm not a fan of Ritual and Expedition as they currently stand. And then last change I'd like to see is an auction house. There needs to be an auction house in this game. It could function similarly to how the currency exchange system works. The more expensive items cost more gold, and hopefully that would prevent some bots. But like right now, trade is a pain in the butt. It's annoying. I don't like doing it. I prefer to create my own stuff if possible, but you still have to trade to get by because it's really hard to craft right now too. So I would like to see changes to that. That being said, here there are a couple things I would like to do before this league ends here, and that includes clearing the Delirium boss. As you can see here, I am currently farming some Delirium, applying some additional monster packs to the map just to get splinters. I'd also like to clear the Ritual boss, the King in the Mist. I have not fought him yet. I need to find a Copper Citadel. I keep running across the other two, which is not fun, and once I encounter the Copper Citadel, I can finally fight the Arbiter, which I have not fought either. So that's what I'm trying to do before the end of the league. Lastly, there's a couple things I've appreciated that they've done here. So far in the game, I've loved the campaign. Can't wait to see the rest of it. Boss fights have been really, really fun, and I don't mind them being challenging, though there are one-shot builds, but I'm definitely not running one of those. So, not to say I wouldn't, I am not. Graphics and clarity have been really, really nice. As a whole, I've enjoyed the game. Can't wait to see what they bring to it, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing through Point 2 once it comes out. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.